If you take the percentage of the insurance contributions to GDP as a ratio, it was around 1%, less than 1% when I left. It didn't really go by much for like 5 years. It managed to increase by like 180% in 3.5 years. Not bad, but coming from low levels. We have all the insurance industry in this country. At some stage, they were among the best in the world. And then different phases of development complicated the progress of the insurance sector. But now, after opening up the system for private insurance companies, for foreign insurance companies, there is a better ecosystem, including the enhancement of regulations, adopting international standards, and raising the awareness of the importance of insurance on the life and the non-life part. Linking the whole industry to climate and development, and I appreciate the work that has been done linking insurance to development, especially the work of the Insurance Development Forum. I'd like just to put matters in this perspective. If Paris Agreement is to be fully operationalized, we have the work of insurance sector in mitigation, mainly to finance long-term business in areas related to decarbonization and renewable energy. There could be a great work as well for discipline in order to encourage companies and cities and whole countries to decarbonize. When it comes to adaptation, we're expecting insurance sector to work closer in risk mitigation, and this is the core business of insurance, especially with this new initiative of the Secretary General of the UN to establish an early warning system. Here, there could be a great opportunity for the insurance sector because this area of work in adaptation, we know that the private sector contribution is as low as 2% globally and is around 3% of total finance for adaptation based on the latest report from the Global Center for Adaptation in the Netherlands that told us out of the $11.4 billion, only 3% came from the private sector and mainly from institutional investors and philanthropies. Now, we have the great addition of the agenda for negotiations in Sharm el-Sheikh, loss and damage. I'm very pleased to get this update of the commitment of the insurance sector in Africa for around $14 billion. This is a pledge. For the pledge to be operationalized, there should be contribution, there should be subscription, there should be underwriting. So there is a growing opportunity here for the insurance sector. I don't know yet, nobody knows yet, what would be the outcome of the negotiations. We had now the item on the agenda for COP27. Negotiators are going to be working hard in order to give us some sort of an outcome that we can work with as non-state actors, including investors and the insurance companies. But I think if the early warning system is in place with good arrangements that will cover us on the substance of the loss and damage, the insurance sector can really identify areas of work, mainly on the prevention, that could be very helpful. But if the first line of defense is failing and the second line of defense is compromised, mitigation, adaptation, we'll have nothing but the main core business of insurance to step in and to support the work of the loss and damage. But this is for the future kind of losses and damage. The stock of loss and damage is a different story, but again, we can really bring the wisdom of the insurance sector in that. What I'm trying to say, if there had been so far good contribution from the insurance sector for development and climate, and there is no contradiction between your work there as insurance companies, as in development or in climate, they are complementing each other as established by evidence in many countries, including in Africa, there will be even more business for that. What will be missing then is the thing that had been really the obstacle for the development of insurance in developing economies and emerging markets, lack of awareness of the service that needs to be enhanced to prepare people for what they need to be insured against, and good support when accidents, events, mishaps, irregularities occur. So this is basically the issue of culture change needed to cover the industry and society alike. Having said that, there could be many opportunities, and we have been working closely with the Atlantic Council on the role of the insurance sector, with the champions, and there could be many opportunities to get together practically for an implementation COP to identify better what could be the areas, what could be the details of these areas of new business, especially in emerging markets and developing economies. Having Bugulu just next to me here, I would say with emphasis on Africa as well. Thank you so much, and great to be with you here. Thank you.